Hey guys, it's Brett, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to our channel. I'm here with my Bring Back My Bar January 2025 warm reviews. I've warmed through them all over the last few weeks and I'm gonna do my warm reviews. I'm going to kind of just start from my least favorite to my favorite. Sometimes I used to go in order of like that I warmed them, but I kind of like when people do like their least favorite to their favorite. It just kind of, it's more fun to watch it that way when you're seeing people go from their least favorite all the way up to their favorite. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna start with ones that I didn't really care for and would not repurchase at all. And then I have some here that I have quite a few. The majority of these are ones that I liked and I enjoyed. Glad I got them, but it's not a repurchase. I'm not gonna get any more. But I enjoyed them, I recommend them, and I'm not sorry I got them. Quite a bit of them. And then there's a few that I am thinking about repurchasing, and there's not a whole bunch that I'm considering clubbing. There's like a few that I definitely think I want to get more of, and then there's just a few that I think I maybe possibly might want to club. Keep in mind, I'm being really strict with my club because I'm trying not to just add everything into my club, so I'm being super strict on things I put in my club. There's some in here that I'm like, I can't believe I'm debating on if I want to put in my club or not, but I am. And also even the repurchasing. We get so many bars and we review. I always like to get the new things that come out. So any new LTO that comes out, I'm most likely going to get it and haul it, do first sniffs and review it. I love to do that. That's the funnest part about being a consultant and having a YouTube channel for me, is to get the new things when they come out. I've always loved new stuff that comes out. I think most people do. It's always new and exciting when new things come out and you want to smell it and then you want to warm it, see how it performs. I love doing that. That's the funnest part of having a YouTube channel, is getting the new things. So I will almost always get all the new stuff that comes out. But because of that, there's always new stuff coming out and I don't have time to warm through a lot of the stuff that I get that I like and I want to get more of. I don't ever get around to warming it because I just don't have time, because there's always new stuff coming out. Now, if you're not a Scentsy consultant and you don't have a YouTube channel and you don't get all the new things that come out, then maybe you might repurchase more of these. And I probably would myself if I wasn't getting every single new thing that came out most of the time and reviewing it, because I would have more time to warm the things I got. Just like the last few Bring Back My Bars, after it was over, like to the end of the month, I got more. Like this past one in July, I closed out a party in August, or actually it was the end of July, sorry. At the end of July, and before they went away, and I purchased quite a few of the ones in there. I got 2 or 3 of a lot of the ones I liked. Well, I haven't even touched any of those. They're still sitting over here. As a matter of fact, right here on my bench. I finally labeled them all up, and I just haven't put them away yet. I was gonna write them down on my little spreadsheet, and I just haven't done it yet. But anyway, needless to say, I haven't warmed them yet because I just haven't had time. I haven't had time. Granted, a lot of those were like more spring summer scents, so I may get around to them this spring and summer, because it's been fall and winter and a lot of them aren't fall and winter scents. So that is another reason why. But also, like I said, it's just so much stuff. Like we had Bring Back My Bar. We have lots of things that are coming up. The Valentine's collection coming up. And then there'll be, in February, we're gonna get the spring and summer. We'll be able to purchase the 10 new spring and summer fragrances that come out in March. We'll get those early. And then there'll be the Easter collection and all this stuff coming out all the time. So there's always something we're trying. I think this past month or so has been the quietest it's been for a while, besides Bring Back My Bars. But it'll pick back up again shortly. So anyway, I'm gonna start. That's why I'm not repurchasing a lot, because I just don't have time to warm a lot. But that doesn't mean I didn't like it. So keep that in mind. I just want to say that first. So we're going to start with my least favorite. There's only 3 here that I would not repurchase again, and I didn't really enjoy them. My least favorite is Taj Mahal. And I've heard a lot of people are liking this one, so I may be in the minority in this, but yeah, I couldn't do this one. So this is Musk, Amber, and Subtle Florals. Yeah, this is just too much for me. Just too powdery for me. Too powdery for me. It's not a bad scent. It's not that I didn't like the scent, because it's not like it smells terrible. It's not an awful scent, but it's just too much. It's just too powdery. I get the musk and the amber mostly, but it's a powdery musk. It's a powdery musk and a powdery amber. Very powdery. And then there is subtle florals. It's not a subtle scent. This powdery musk and amber is not subtle at all. That's way strong. But the florals actually are a little subtle. I can barely get those florals underneath all that powdery musky amber scent that I'm smelling. Those flowers are subtly underneath all that. But that powdery musky amber is so strong. It's just too much. I tried it. I did this in Brad's salon. I have notes here, so I'm going to refer to my notes. I had it in Brad's salon. I had 4 cubes in Brad's salon and 2 of his 225 watt warmers. I had the door closed on almost everything that I tried here. I only tried it in 4 places. I tried it in Brad's salon down here with the door closed, the bathroom downstairs with the door closed, hallway half bath upstairs with the door closed, and our master bedroom with the door closed. So keep that in mind. I didn't try anything in the open concept. Anyway, so I did 4 cubes in there. I started on a Monday and ended on a Wednesday. So went for 2 days. Most of these went for about 2 days. And that's 24 hours, except for the bedroom. The bathrooms and Brad's Scentsy room, those are all 24 hours. I didn't ever turn the warmers off. Now the bedroom, I did turn the warmers off when we slept at night. So it was, like if I say 2 days, that is minus, so it's 48 hours minus 18 hours or 16 hours or so for sleeping at night. So 2 8 hours, so it's about 16 hours. So roughly about 32 hours. If I say 2 days in the bedroom, master bedroom, it was about 32 hours. But everywhere else it was a full 48 hours or so, because I never turn them off. So yeah, it was in Brad's salon, 2 full days. Yeah, I have very powdery and musky with an amber perfume vibe. Yeah, it was kind of perfumey. It smelled like it's like a perfume that somebody has, but like it's too much. Like you can smell them a mile away and it's just like, oh, it's choking you out. It's like too much. Now I don't mind when people have a cologne or perfume that I really like and I can smell them a mile away. I don't mind that. I think if they smell really good, I want to smell it all the time. I don't mind smelling it. But if it's something like this is too much, I'm like, oh, it's gonna choke me out. It's just too much of that. That's what kind of reminding me of. The florals are subtle, but the powdery musk isn't. Definitely is not. I didn't care for it. Brad did though. Brad did like it though. He liked it. I didn't. It was just too much for me. So I'll probably give him the bar to finish in his salon. Or I thought about maybe, because that was in a smaller room, his salon with the door closed. So maybe if I try an open concept, it might spread out more and it won't be as too much for me. So I don't know. We'll see. I had a strong 9 out of 10. It was a 9 out of 10 in his bedroom or salon, his salon was a bedroom we made into a salon. So yeah, not a repurchase for me. It was just too much for me. Too much. All right. And then next we have berry tart. We have sweet berries, buttery pastry, and caramel. This one, yeah. It's so funny because I didn't get this on cold when I first smelled it in first sniff, but then after I warmed it, when I first put it in the warmers and I had it turned on, there was such a sourness to this, that I did not like. So sour, almost a sour like pea smell. This had like a pea smell to me. I was hoping I would go through this whole bring back my bar without anything that smelled like pea or anything, but this did. It kind of reminds me of the Disney World signature treats, the Walt Disney, the cinnamon bun bash. That one had a sour kind of pea note to me too. This had that same kind of sourness to it. Yeah, sour. And now I can totally smell it on cold, and I didn't get that on cold though. But now after I warmed it and I smelled that, now that's all I can smell on cold. I mean, that's not all I can smell, but it's so there though. There's something sour in here that smells a little like pea. That's so off-putting because of that. So, but underneath that, there is like a little bakery kind of a thing underneath that sourness. But after about a full whole day going here in the Scentsy room, I had this going in the Scentsy room, by the way. I had it going in the Scentsy room, the whole bar. I did the whole bar in the Scentsy room. Started on Thursday, ended it just today. As a matter of fact, it's still in my warmers right now. I had it in 4 of my warmers. 2 cubes in 4 of the warmers I have in the Scentsy room. I could smell it when I opened the door, but now that I'm in the room, I can't smell it anymore. So it lasted almost 4 days with the door closed, like I said. Yeah. It just was sour at first, but then after like the first day, that sourness went away and actually ended up liking it. And then today when I opened the door, I'm like, it smells kind of nice. I kind of like it. I did actually end up getting the berries with a little bit of pastry. And what was the other thing? The caramel. Yeah, I don't really know that I got caramel so much. Didn't really pick up caramel a lot, but I did kind of get a berry pastry tart dessert sweet scent. But that was only on the last few days. The first day to almost the second day, kind of half the second day, is it had that sourness though, and because of that, I don't think it'd be repurchased for me. What else did I have written down here? Didn't care for this at first when warming. I got a sour, almost pea scent so much at first, totally off-putting to me. After 1 day to day and a half, that went away, and I did get a nice berry bakery scent with a little bit of buttery pastry. Not sure I really got caramel, could be way in the background. So this was an 8 out of 10. When I first had it going, that sourness was going, it was 8 out of 10. It was so strong. But it wasn't 9 out of 10, but it was an 8 out of 10, so it was strong. And then it went to like a 7 out of 10. After that sourness went away, it went down to like a 7 out of 10 on the last couple of days. But because of that off-putting sour note, the first part, it's not a repurchase for me. I don't know what that was in there. Anybody else get like a sourness to it? Yeah. Next we have Orange Dreamsicle. So this is the last one of the ones that I would not repurchase. This, yeah, there's something in here that smells musty to me. I smell the orange Dreamsicle with the orange and the vanilla, but there's like something off in here. It smells musty or stale, kind of. Yeah, there's something I'm just not crazy about in this one. So I did 3 cubes in the half bath upstairs with the door closed. Started on Monday and I ended it on a Thursday, so it was in there almost 4 days. I have orange and some vanilla cream with a strong, stale, musty scent. Almost like a sweaty ball cap. It kind of reminded me of Summer Berry Melon that was out in the spring bricks. Was it last year? I think it was last year, 2023. That, I said before, had like a musty, almost like, I don't know about, at least for guys, I think. I don't know about women. But if you have a ball cap and sometimes you'll sweat a little bit and then the ball cap will it just kind of gets a little sweaty inside the ball cap. So then for like sometimes after an older ball cap, I'll have like a little bit of sweatiness, like a musty, sweaty smell inside the hat. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, like or like sweaty clothes or something. I don't know. Kind of a mustiness that had that kind of a smell. It has that mustiness that sweet berry melon had. Summer berry melon. I have, it went away after day 2. So it did kind of go away after day 2. And then more of your basic orange vanilla cream scent came out. So that mustiness did kind of go away, but then it wasn't like, I've smelled much better orange creamsicle scents than this. I prefer tangerine creamsicle that we have out, and then I've had even other orange creamsicle scents that smell better than this. I don't know, this just I didn't do much for me overall. It was about a 7 out of 10, so I could smell it fairly well. It was a good medium. Smell it almost strong medium. Did good in there. And it lingered it didn't linger quite the 4 days I had it in there. The last part, it wasn't smelling very well. So a couple days to maybe end up the 3rd day. That last day, I wasn't really smelling very well. So, okay, now we'll go into the ones that I liked, I enjoyed, glad I got. I recommend them, but it's not a repurchase. I have quite a bit here. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 16 bars. So I'm gonna go in order of my, like I said, least favorite to favorite. All right, we have Mandarin Toffee Treat. This is, I'm looking at my notes here, sorry, sugared mandarin, sugar cane, and toffee butter. So basically just sugar, mandarin, and toffee butter. This is another one that had a little bit of that stale, musty hat smell, sweaty hat, ball cap smell that I just talked about. This had it in here too. Not quite as much as the orange dreamsicle did, but it's in there a little bit. Yeah, there's some kind of musty scent in here. But that goes away after a day or so. And then you just have like a Mandarin with like a nice toffee scent, a nice bakery toffee. Toffee is kind of veers a little caramely to me kind of sometimes too. Toffee caramelish kind of the scent. Yeah, it got better after that had worn off. And I feel like that, it wasn't quite as stale as the orange creamsicle. Dreamsicle, creamsicle, is it dreamsicle? Creamsicle. Dreamsicle, sorry. It wasn't quite as musty as that was. But it was at first when it went away. So I have, this was going to Brad's Salon, 4 cubes. And Brad's Salon started it on a Monday, ended it on a Thursday, so almost 4 days again for this one as well. Mandarin and sugar and some toffee butter at first, but also a stale musty note. After the first day, the musty note goes away and the toffee butter comes out more and lingers a bit. Enjoyed on last part of the warm, but still not a repurchase. So yeah, I did, after the first day or so, I went in there, I'm like, oh, that mustiness went away. And actually it wasn't bad. I actually kind of liked it. But yeah, not enough to repurchase, but I did enjoy it and I'm glad I got it, except for that musty part, the first part. I have, the strength was about a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. So yeah, and that lasted, it kind of lingered on almost to the 4th day. I mean, yeah, it was a lot lighter on the 4th day, but I could still smell it when I went in the room with the door closed. I have to say that because if there's a few of these though that like I had left the door open and then I went in there and like I could barely smell it at all. But then I closed the door, I go in there, I could totally smell it. So, all right, next we have Sizzling Coconut. This is cinnamon, coconut milk, and rich vanilla. This was okay. It was an okay coconut scent. I like Scentsy's coconut scents. I know a lot of people think that they smell very waxy, a lot of their coconut scents. I usually like most of Scentsy's coconut scents. But this one, it was probably one of my least favorite coconut scents from Scentsy. There's so many more that I like better than this. But it wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it, but it just wasn't nothing real special. Coconut milk for sure. I get that coconut. Some vanilla, maybe a little bit of cinnamon. It's not real spicy though. I think a lot of people aren't really getting any cinnamon in this. I think I do a little bit. I kind of wish maybe there was more cinnamon and then maybe I would have liked it because it would have been a little different. And I like cinnamon, so I think if that cinnamon would have came out more, maybe I would have liked it better, but I just barely got any cinnamon. It was just kind of a simple coconut scent, nothing real special though. So I had this in the half bath. I had 3 cubes in the half bath upstairs with the door closed. Started on Thursday, ended on Saturday. I have just an okay coconut scent, but nothing special. Definitely not my favorite Scentsy coconut scent. I got a coconut with a little vanilla, maybe a hint of cinnamon, but not much. Not a repurchase. It was about a 7 out of 10. And it lasted almost 2 days. The second day, it was kind of died down quite a bit when I took it out. I mean, well, okay, so I put it in Thursday at 7 p.m., took it out on a Saturday at 5 p.m., so that's technically kind of, it's not, so just a little part of the end of Thursday and then all day Friday and all day Saturday, so pretty much 2 days, maybe just a little bit over. But when I took it out at 5 on Saturday, it was still there a little bit, but faintly. Well, nice, I enjoyed it. I recommend trying it, but it wasn't one of my favorite coconut scents from Scentsy. Next we have Bergamot and Solar Driftwood. Bergamot, Mandarin, and Driftwood. So I really liked this on cold. Yeah, even now I like it on cold. On cold, I really get, it's got the bergamot, but it's not real cologne-y. It's more kind of oceany and watery. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Dark Harbor, a little bit kind of. Not exactly like that, but it was in that kind of a vein. The citrusy Mandarin and a driftwood and like a wateriness. There was almost a little bit of a peppery smell here. Kind of reminded me of like Dark Harbor and then like even a little Mediterranean spa a little bit. But when warming, I didn't love it as much. Something about it I didn't love as much on warming. Something just wasn't quite there when warming as it was on cold. But I still liked it, but just not as much as I did on cold. On cold, I think this was up in my top 5 or something. I think it was. So I did this in the downstairs bathroom, 3 cubes. Started on a Tuesday, ended on a Saturday, so this was in there quite a while. I have liked this a lot on cold, but not as much on warm. I got the bergamot and some mandarin with a hint of driftwood, kind of fresh citrusy, driftwoody scent. I have notes didn't meld together that well to me on warm as like they did on cold. For some reason on cold they did, or on warm, sorry, on warm they didn't blend as well together as they did on cold to me. But I still liked it, just not as much as I did on warm. Or I mean on cold, sorry, I keep saying that backwards. I liked it on warm, just not quite as much as I did when I did my first steps. So I like it, recommend it, just it's not a repurchase for me. And it was about a 6.5 out of 10. So, and then it didn't last that whole time. Tuesday through Saturday, probably the last couple of days, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, it was pretty much gone by the time I took that one out. Next we have Yuzu Dragon, Guava, Nectarine, Dragon Fruit, and Yuzu. So this is another one I really liked. I think it was in my top 5 or so on cold sniffs. Yeah, and same as that one. I really like it on cold, same as the Bergamot Solar Driftwood. On cold I really like it, but then on warming, I didn't like it quite as much as I did on cold, even though I did like it. Yeah, I get all that really. I get guava, nectarine, dragon fruit, yuzu, the fruit. That's all fruity. It's a fruity, very fruity, summery fruity. Really nice. So I have here, I did it downstairs bathroom, 3 cubes. Started on a Saturday, ended it on a Monday. I have nice scent, but nothing too special on warm. I was more excited on cold. I got everything in the notes: guava, nectarine, dragon fruit, and yuzu. Nice blend of all. Not an off-putting guava. Yeah, but some guava scents can be kind of off-putting. I know a lot of people have said that, and I agree. Sometimes guava can be kind of funky sometimes, but I didn't really get any kind of funky guava with this. I got the guava, but it wasn't a nasty guava. It wasn't funky really. It was good. It was nice. I enjoyed it, but one and done. I don't need any more. Not a purchase for me. Yeah, I liked it more in cold again. Nice, but just I'm glad I repurchased it. I don't need any more. It was about a 6 out of 10, but it did kind of linger. All those days when I took it out, it was still lingering. Next is Posie Peach, which is peach and violet leaf. Yeah, I liked this. This was a good peach. It wasn't a cat pee peach, so that's good. It was a nice peach. Not my favorite peach scent ever, but it was nice. And you do get a little bit of that violet leaf. There's a little bit of a slightly bit of a greenish floral kind of a scent with it. Not a lot. It's mostly the peach, but then there's just a little undertone of like a green floral, a violet leaf, which can make it a little bit different. I feel like kind of like the coconut one. I kind of wish I had more cinnamon because I would have liked it if I smelled more of that cinnamon. Just like this one, I kind of feel like if I smelled more of that green floral, maybe would have liked it better because I really like green. You know, I love green scents. So if that green would have came out a little bit more, I probably would have liked it. But it was just subtly in there with that peach. But it was a nice peach. I liked it. I did like it. So I had this going in the half bath upstairs, 3 cubes. I started it on a Sunday and ended it on a Tuesday. So about 2 days. Really nice peach scent with a light violet leaf, slightly green floral note. It was a medium high, 8.5 out of 10. Would recommend, but probably never purchase, but enjoyed it. Lots of peach scents come out here and there, so I don't think I need more. Yeah, we get peach scents here and there quite a bit fairly through the years and stuff, so I don't think I need more of this because I liked it, but it wasn't nothing too special for me. But I did enjoy it, and I'd recommend it. Next is Cranberry Spice. Cloves, ginger, and tart cranberry. So I love cloves and ginger. And I like cranberry, so I thought I was going to really love this one. And I liked it. I liked it. It wasn't a love, but I did like it. I get what it says. Cranberry. It's a nice cranberry scent. And then cloves and ginger. I'd probably get cloves more than I get ginger. Yeah, I think the cloves, it's just a little bit of ginger. It's not a real strong ginger though. Definitely more cranberry and cloves, and then just a touch of ginger with that. I like it. I did like it. I enjoyed it. So I have this going in the master bath. This one, I just did this one in the master bath. Usually I'll do the master bedroom and the master bath. I'll do the same scent in both. I have 2 warmers in master bath, 2 warmers in my master bedroom. So I'll do 2 cubes in each of those and do the whole bar. I thought, let me try doing just the master, 4 cubes in the master bedroom, 4 cubes in the master bath. I tried that with 2 of these bars and I decided not to do that anymore because I kind of felt like it was going underneath the door in the bathroom and I could smell it in the bedroom. So I thought, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to keep the same scent and keep the master bedroom, bathroom door open and do the same scent in the bedroom and the bathroom in there. But this one I just did the master bathroom, the 4 cubes. Started on a Thursday, ended it on a Saturday. I have This Was Nice tart cranberry scent with cloves and ginger. More cloves than ginger. Nice, but not a repurchase, but enjoyed it. Light, medium, 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's about it. I kind of thought based on cloves and ginger, because usually I love cloves and ginger, I thought this might be higher up for me. But yeah, it was kind of in the middle. Not quite the middle, but almost getting towards the middle. I just thought maybe I'd like a little bit more than what I ended up liking. Next we have cherry clove chutney, which is bean, cherries, clove, and cinnamon. So this one we have cherries, clove, and cinnamon, and in the cranberry spice we had cranberry, cloves, and ginger. And I love clove and cinnamon as well, so I was really excited because I thought, ooh, cherries and then clove and cinnamon. And I did like this one. But again, kind of like the cranberry spice, I thought maybe I'd like it better than when I ended up liking it, but I did like it. And this one's kind of the same way. I got the cherries and then cloves and cinnamon. I say on this one, I almost want to say I might get a little bit more cinnamon than I get the cloves, but I don't know. It might be pretty even with the clove and the cinnamon. But I do get that cherry in there. I did like this one. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. So I have here, had it going in the downstairs bathroom, 3 cubes. Started on a Monday, ended it on a Thursday. I have clove and cinnamon with a cherry mixed in. I got either mixture of all 3. Yeah, but like I said, maybe, yeah, I keep wanting to say more cinnamon, but I don't know. It's kind of mixed pretty well with that clove and the cherry. I have nice, but I liked it a lot, but I didn't love it. Surprised because I love clove and cinnamon. Yeah, I usually, if it's got clove and cinnamon, I usually really, really like it. But I liked it, but it just wasn't a love. I have this about a 7 out of 10. Nice, but not a repurchase. And it lingered. I smelled almost all those days. Because I kept going in that bathroom. I had the door closed again, though. I go open the door, and I could still smell it. Even at the end, I started Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When I took it out, 7 p.m., I could still smell it when I opened the door. It had died down some, but I was still smelling it. So yeah, I did enjoy that, and I'd recommend it. Glad I got it. Next, we have key lime pie, which is coconut and lime. So this one, I kind of went back and forth with this one. I do like it. It has a nice key lime scent. I didn't get coconut though. It says coconut and lime. I didn't really get coconut. I just got a key lime scent. But sometimes it veered a little bit cleaner like to me. Sometimes I went in the bathroom and I'm like, ooh, this is a really nice key lime scent. I like it. And then other times I open the door and I'd be like, I smell a little cleaner lime thing going on. But then a little bit later I'd smell it and I'd think, oh no, I think I like it now. And then later, oh no, I smell cleaner again. I kept going back and forth between a good key lime scent and then like a cleaner type of scent. But I think for the most part I did like it. No bakery crust note at all, but it is a little bit kind of like the key lime filling. Like I said, the pie filling, I could kind of get that. But then they had that little bit of cleaner thing that was mixed in there a little bit too. I think maybe if I hadn't had that cleaner in there that I kept smelling, I would have liked it better. So I had this going in the half bath upstairs, 3 cubes. Started on a Saturday, ended it on a Monday. This was an okay key lime scent. Liked it, but I said I didn't really get coconut, mostly key lime, almost like the key lime filling, but not exactly. I said at times I liked it, and other times I picked up a cleaner lime note. Okay, but not a repurchase. I have 6.5 to, it's about 6.5 to 7 out of 10. I said it did linger, and it did linger. All those, about almost 3 days. Yeah, I feel like I said, if it wouldn't have that cleaner note, I probably would have liked it a little bit better. I think, was it key lime and grapefruit in the summer collection? I loved that key lime scent in there. It was such a good key lime scent. But I could barely smell that one. That one was so light for me. I smelled this one better, but I don't think I liked the key lime quite as much as I like the key lime in that. And then a lot of people are saying, what's the difference between this coconut lime? Is it coconut lime? In our catalog, this is in the summer catalog. A cocoa lime, sorry. To me, that one definitely has a coconut. I don't get coconut in this one. That one definitely has coconut, and that one, this is more of a key lime. That's just a kind of a basic lime scent with coconut. This is definitely a key lime. Zestier, like a key lime pie, like I said. The filling, really good, but just no bakery, and then kind of had a little cleaner thing going on at times. But I did enjoy it most of the time. Next is Lucky in Love, which is mandarin, bergamot, orange, peaches, and berries. This is really nice. Yeah, this was really pretty scent. I get everything. I get the mandarin, orange, peaches, and berries. This is a nice mixture. I'd say mandarin, oranges, and berries, and maybe just a little peaches. I don't really, it's not like I can pick out peach necessarily, but I think it might be in there some. And then the bergamot is in there. It's like a citrusy bergamot though. It's not a cologne bergamot. Sometimes bergamot can link cologne, and then citrusy, kind of perfumey. I think it's in perfumes as well as colognes. I would say this leans more towards the bergamot. Perfume, body care. It's definitely not a cologne bergamot at all. It's not manly at all. It's more feminine, so it would be like a bergamot that was in a perfume, body care scent, instead of like a cologne scent. I know a lot of people say this is similar to, is it Victoria's Secret's Love Spell? I keep hearing people talk about that. I've never smelled that, so I don't know. I can't verify that, but it does smell like a body care scent, so I could see that because that was a body care scent, perfume, body spray, whatever it was. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. So I had this going in the half bath, 3 cubes. Started on a Thursday, and it's still in there right now. Actually upstairs in the half bath. I haven't taken it out yet, but I just brought the bar. I set the bar like wherever I'm warming these things. I'll set the bar right next to the warmer so that I can know what I'm warming and everything. So I just brought the bar down here to do this video, but I still have the oil still in my warmers up there. So this was a pretty scent. I enjoyed it. Fruity, citrusy, body care scent. I got all the mandarin, orange, peaches, and berries mixed together in a citrusy bergamot, not cologne-y bergamot, more perfumey, citrusy, body care bergamot. Yeah, enjoyed it and would recommend it, but not a repurchase for me. But I did really enjoy it. Glad I got to try it out. This was strong. This thing was really strong. I'd say it's like a 9 to 9.5 out of 10. This thing was so strong every time I opened the door. And towards the end though, so that was Thursday, Friday, probably yesterday, Saturday, I went in there and I thought, I left the door open to the bathroom, and then I went back in there and I couldn't really smell it. So I'm like, okay, with the door open, I'm not smelling it anymore. But I thought, let me close the door. So last night before I went to bed, I closed the door again, and then I went in there this morning and I could still totally smell it again. So it's so weird how just keeping that door closed will totally make you smell the scent. But when you have the door open, sometimes you just lose the scent. It just goes out of the room and you don't smell it anymore. But yeah, I liked it. So that's Lucky in Love. Next is Ode to Opulence. Apricot, blood orange, coconut milk, black currant, spiced vanilla. So I really like this. I should have put this up higher, I think. I was trying to put these together in my order and I was just putting stuff. I think I could have moved this higher. I should have put this a little bit higher than what I put because I'm kind of going from my least to my favorite. This probably should have been moved up a little bit higher because I loved the currant in this. The currant is so good in here. I do get the apricot, blood orange a little bit. Some blood orange scents I'm not crazy about. Some I really like, I found out. Because there's been a few blood orange scents that have blood orange that I don't like at all, and there's quite a few that I do, so it kind of depends. Coconut milk, kind of a little bit. Black currant definitely. Spiced vanilla. I don't get a lot of spiciness in here. I can maybe get some vanilla, but it's not real spicy. But that black currant is so good in here, and I love currant scents. Like I said on my first sniffs, it reminds me of this Homeworks candle I had like back in like 2017, 2018, but I just cannot think of the name of it. It was a currant, I just can't remember the name, but it reminds me of that candle. I just know the scent so well. It was so similar around those Homeworks candles I've had before. So this one here, Otopulence, I had it in Brad's salon. I had 4 cubes in Brad's salon. I had put it in on a Saturday, took it out on a Monday. I have really enjoyed this one. I got apricot and some blood orange, really got the black currant, maybe a touch of coconut milk and spiced vanilla, but not real spicy. I love the black currant in here. Still reminds me of that Homer's candle. I really, really enjoy, but I don't think I need to repurchase some more, but gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't need to repurchase more, Brett. You don't need to repurchase more. I'm telling myself I don't need to get more because I just have so much stuff that I can't get through. So I'm just telling myself I don't need to get this. I was fine. Just one is fine. I'm fine. It was about 6 to 6.5 out of 10. So it was light, medium-ish, and that it didn't linger those 3 whole days I had it in there almost. So yeah, I did really like that. I love the currant in that. Next we have Sedona Sunset, which is desert lily, vanilla orchid, coconut milk, and jasmine. This was really good. I ended up liking this quite a bit. The more it went, the more I liked this one. Yeah, this was nice. So desert lily, vanilla orchid, jasmine, so that's definitely a lot of floral notes with coconut milk. But yeah, it's floral, but it's not real florally. It's not overly floral. It sounds like it would just be like a floral bomb by the notes, but it's not quite like that. I don't know that I really get coconut milk per se. I don't know if I get coconut so much, but I get like there's like a sandalwood in here though. I said that on my cold sniffs, I was getting sandalwood. And it's funny too, because on my cold sniffs, I was smelling it, trying to think. You could see my wheels churning of what I was smelling. And I'm like, I get coconut, but then I was thinking, it kind of reminded me of sandalwood tangerine a little bit. I was thinking that in my head, but I didn't say it because I thought, no, I don't think that's really what I'm smelling, but it popped in my head. And then my friend Jessica messaged me and said that it reminded, when she warmed it, it reminded her of sandalwood tangerine on warm. She said she didn't get that on cold, but on warm she did. And I'm like, it's funny you say that because I totally was thinking that on cold when I did my first sniffs, but I just didn't say it. I just said it smelled like sandalwood, but I didn't say sandalwood tangerine, but I was thinking it in my head, but I didn't say it. But then when I warmed it, I don't know that I completely got sandalwood tangerine on warm though. It's got a sandalwood definitely in there. I don't know if it's exactly like sandalwood tangerine to me though on warm, but for sure there's some kind of sandalwood thing going on in here with kind of florals and yeah, really nice. There's some kind of, it's like a masculine type of fragrance in here a little bit, but not cologne either, but there's a masculineness to it. I liked it, it was nice. So I had this going, let's see, in the Scentsy room here, I did the whole bar. So in the Scentsy room, I usually did the whole bar because I have so many warmers, I can just do a whole bar. And then in the master bedroom and the master bath, I would do a whole bar too. So let's see, where was that here? It started on a Wednesday, ended on a Saturday. To me, this was a sandalwoody floral. There is no sandalwood in the notes, but I get sandalwood. Slightly masculine scent with some florals. Let's see. Nice, but not a repurchase. Enjoy this the longer it went. Yes, I kept going in there, and every day I kept just, the more it went, the more I enjoyed it, the longer it went. It was about a 7.5 to 8 out of 10, so it performed well. Yeah, and I still could smell it after almost 4 days. So yeah, it was almost in there 4 days, and I could still smell it when I went in there on the 4th day. Yeah, it was nice. I really enjoyed that. I recommend it. It was good. Next we have Cozy Kitchen. Warm oats, brown sugar, spicy cinnamon swirl. This is nice. Yeah, I really like it. It's a good bakery scent, and I'm a bakery lover, so it's really good. Now this was just out, like I said, my cold sniffs, it was just out last year in the holiday bricks, the Christmas tree bricks. So still don't understand why it came back, because I thought that things weren't supposed to be out for 5 years before they could be voted back, but this somehow got in the voting to come back. It was only out last year. I still have some of my brick left, and I still like it. So yeah, it's brown sugar, spicy cinnamon swirl, but then with some oats. You do get like oats in there. I don't know if when warming, I don't know if I really think it smells exactly like oatmeal necessarily, but I do get like kind of an oatiness to it. It's just a really good bakery scent. The brown sugar spicy cinnamon swirl is definitely there. That's really there, but then the oats is with that too. Really good, nice, warm, cozy bakery scent, really nice. So I had this going, cozy kitchen in this Scentsy room here. I had the whole bar going. Started on a Saturday, ended on a Monday. I have nice bakery scent, pretty much like the holiday brick was, brown sugar and spicy cinnamon swirl with oats, kind of oatmeal-like, but didn't scream oatmeal. Enjoyed it, but don't need more since I still have some of my brick left. Yeah, I still have some of my brick left, so I think I'm okay not getting any more of this, but I did really like it. It was about 7.5 out of 10, and it did linger. That nice bakery scent just lingered on for all those days I had it in there, the almost full 3 days. Yeah, it's good. Next up we have Summer Sippen, which is sun-ripened raspberries, tangy lemon. This was really good. Yeah, this is so good. Excuse me, I really like this on cold, and I really liked it warming too. Yeah, this to me is just, it's like a raspberry lemonade. You really get the lemon. I see the lemon's more prominent than the raspberry. It's really good lemonade scent, but then that raspberry's in there. So it's like lemonade with like some raspberries thrown in there. Oh, it's such a good lemon scent. And that raspberry just really adds to it. Such a good summery scent. Just like it says, summer sipping. Something you'd be sipping in the summertime. Oh, I really like this. So I have this going in the Scentsy room here. The whole bar. Started on a Monday, ended it on a Wednesday. I have medium high, 7.5 out of 10. Did really well. Still going when I took it out. So yeah, it lasted the whole time. I still smell those almost 3 days. Like a raspberry lemonade, mostly lemon with a little bit of raspberry. Yes, would definitely recommend. Yes. But I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. I could easily almost repurchase some of these, I think, but I'm trying to be good. Like I said, because I just have so much wax, I'm not going to repurchase it. But if I didn't, I totally would. And I'm kind of wishing I could have, but it's fine. But it was so good. Next we have Pixie, pink pepper, mandarin, heliotrope, teakwood, and vanilla oak. This was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is really good. Pink pepper, yes. I do get pink pepper. I love scents that have pink pepper. I love peppery type of scents in fragrances. Yeah, that was in there really good. Mandarin, yeah, there's some mandarin. Not a lot of mandarin, but it is in there. Heliotrope, teakwood, vanilla oak. Yes, I get those. But the teakwood isn't like a, like mahogany teakwood or anything like that. It's not a cologne teakwood or anything. But it's not, and this isn't cologne, it's not real perfumey either. It's just kind of fruity, peppery, pink pepper. That vanilla oak is in there too, and I think that's what I really like as well. That vanilla oak with that little pink pepper, that heliotrope. Ooh, yeah, this is really nice. It's kind of fruity, but yeah, peppery. It's just really nice, really good. I have this going the whole bar here in the Scentsy room. Started on a Monday, took it out on Thursday. I have nice scent, really enjoyed. I enjoyed the pink pepper and heliotrope and vanilla oak mixtures. Yes, those three were really good together. You do get some mandarin mixed in. It has touches of masculine and feminine in it. It kind of does. There could be, maybe, kind of, but not. I say that, I had that written down, but then I just said it doesn't really remind me of cologne or perfume. So it kind of does have that, but not really. You know, the more I smell it, I don't really know if I really say it has masculine or feminine things, because that will tend to lean, you know, cologne or perfumey, but I don't really get cologne or perfume. So I might take that back, even though I had that written down. Didn't really get much teakwood necessarily. I did get some, but not a lot. I have lingered all those days. The Monday, evening. I usually put it in the evening time, Monday evening, then all day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Could easily get more of this, but I'm not going to. I sure could easily. So yeah, really recommend that one. Really enjoyed it. That's Pixie. Next we have Snuggle Up. We only got 2 more left here in this category. Snuggle Up. This is Cashmere Woods, Angel Lavender, and Soothing Sage. This is so good. Really nice. If you love those cashmere, cozy bedroom type of scents, bedroom, bathroom, laundry room, yeah, this is good. Still reminds me a lot of Jamie Time. But I did compare it next to Jamie Time, and it's not exactly the same, but Jamie Time is a little bit stronger than this is. This is a more subtle version of kind of Jamie Time, but it also has a little bit of Fuzzy Blanket mixed in there, kind of. It's kind of a cross between Fuzzy Blanket and Jamie Time. Yeah, really nice. Cashmere Woods, yes. Lavender, yes. Sage. A light sage. It's not like a real herbally sage or anything. It's just barely in there. But definitely the lavender and those cashmere woods. Yeah, it's really good. Had this going in the master bedroom. I did the whole bar, master bedroom, master bath. Put it in on a Saturday, took it out on a Monday, but I definitely could have left it longer. This thing just kept going. Really nice, cozy cashmere bedroom, laundry, bathroom, cozy type of scent. Still very similar to Jamie Time, Fuzzy Blanket to me. Did I say Fuzzy Blanket or something else? Fuzzy Blanket and Jamie Time. I got the cashmere and lavender. Yeah, it says cashmere woods, so I mean, yeah, more cashmere than like woods necessarily, but definitely a cashmere scent. I didn't really get what I typically think of for sage. So yeah, it's not like a herbally sage. Sometimes when scents have sage, it's very like herbally sage, and this it's not an herbal sage. Let's see. It's really nice, but I don't feel like I need to get more because I think I can just have Jamie Time and I'll be content. I have a few bars of Fuzzy Blanket, and I feel like they have scents here and there that come out that are kind of somewhat similar to this. I don't necessarily feel like I need to get more of this, even though I did really, really like it. I loved everything about this. I loved it, and it lingered. I smelled it so good. It was really strong. It was about a 7 out of 10. I have 6.5 to 6.5, but it wasn't a real strong scent, but it definitely could smell it. So it's one of those ones that the scent itself wasn't real strong, but it definitely could smell it. So I'd say maybe more like 6.5 to 7 out of 10. And it lingered all those 3 days. I could have left it in there even longer, I think, but I had to get going because I had to warm these through to get these reviews out, so I took it out. But it's one of those ones you could put in and forget about it because it just kind of lingers on. Really good. All right, and last for the ones that I really liked and enjoyed, glad I got them, I would recommend them, but it's not a repurchase for me personally, is Pumpkin Tiramisu. And Pumpkin Tiramisu is pumpkin, brown sugar, vanilla cream. Yeah, it's good, really good. It's just a good pumpkin bakery scent. I've heard some people say they don't really get pumpkin out of this, but I get pumpkin. I really get pumpkin. Maybe not as much as some other pumpkin scents, but I do get pumpkin in here. And brown sugar, vanilla cream, yeah. It kind of reminded me on cold, I said I thought of like pumpkin roll and pumpkin cinnamon swirl. It's not exactly like those. I definitely think those have more pumpkin in them and stuff, and cake and things like that, and pumpkin roll than this does. It has elements of those, but it's a more toned down version of those, kind of, in a way. It's not real spicy. It's not real, not a lot of cake or nuts or anything, but it is a bakery like brown sugar, vanilla cream, pumpkin. Really nice. Did really enjoy it. So I had this going in the master bedroom. This is when I just did the master bedroom. I had something else going in the master bathroom, so I only did 4 cubes. Put it in on a Thursday, took it out on a Saturday. I have nice pumpkin bakery scent, just what it says, pumpkin, brown sugar, vanilla cream. I got more spiciness on cold, but not as much on warm. Yeah, on cold, I had originally thought it was a little bit more like pumpkin roll, and then it was more spicy, but on warm, it wasn't quite as spicy as it was on cold. But it was still a little spicy. But, I mean, even there's no spice in the notes. But there was a touch of spiciness, but not a lot. I have, let's see, it's not quite as much as like pumpkin roll as I thought on cold. But it was a little bit lighter. I have 5 to 6 out of 10. Yeah, I would say more closer to 6 out of 10. I wish it was stronger. It did linger though because of that creamy vanilla. Some of those creamy vanilla scents, bakery scents, will just kind of linger. That vanilla creaminess, bakery note will kind of linger on. That kind of happened with this one. It's not a repurchase, but if it would have been a little bit stronger, I may have repurchased it. But I feel like I just, because to me, pumpkin roll always struggles in performance, even though the one I got in the Gordy Goodness collection did perform a little bit better than the ones I have had in the past. And then pumpkin cinnamon swirl always is fairly light for me. So I'm like, I don't really need another one that's going to be kind of light for me. If this was stronger, I maybe would have repurchased some more. But it was a little bit on the lighter side. I wish it was a little bit stronger. But I did enjoy it. It was nice. All right, so we have 6 left. I have 3 that I would probably get more of, and then I have 3 that I would either get more of and possibly club. I still haven't decided exactly on the club ones for sure or not, but... Okay, so first, we have banana nut bread. This is ripe bananas, nuts, and spices, and I have had this before, and I do like it. I like this more than I think when I warmed it the first time, because I had this for the first time back in 2022. It was right when we became consultants, and it was in Bring Back My Bar. I think it was in January 2022 when it was out. So it's been about 3 years ago since it's been out, because this will come out in January, so 2025, so 2022, it was 3 years ago. I still don't quite understand that, because I thought they were saying if something, things can't be brought back for voting if they've been out within the last 5 years. It has to be 5 years or longer before they can be eligible for voting. So why was this eligible for voting when it was just out 3 years ago? I don't know, I'm not sure, but it was out in 2022, and now it's back again. But it is good. So on cold, I get quite a bit of a candy banana with some of the kind of the nuts and spices, bakery kind of thing, but on warm, it definitely was banana, but I think on warm, definitely the nuts and the spices came out more. Not real spicy, but definitely like a bakery. Definitely like a bakery banana nut bread smell. So kind of like a more baking spices and like a strong cinnamon spice. Maybe a baking cinnamon kind of a smell. Yeah. A little bit of nuts, but not real nutty. But there's a touch of nuttiness in there. Yeah, and I feel like the banana kind of, the candy banana kind of calms down and goes into nice, more bakery banana the longer it goes. At least not at first anyway. At first is a little more candy, and then it calms down a little bit. So I have banana nut bread going in the master bedroom, master bath. I had the whole bar going. Started on a Thursday, took it out on a Saturday, Thursday evening through a Saturday evening. I have enjoyed this one. Good bakery banana scent. More candy banana on cold, but on warm, those baking spices, not overly spicy though, and slight nuttiness really come through and make it a warm, cozy bakery scent. Not overly strong, but it seems stronger than when I tried it back in 2022. Yeah, I did, because when I tried it, sorry, my eye was itching. When I tried it back in 2022, it was a little bit on the lighter side, but I feel like this was a little bit stronger than when I tried it back in 2022. I have about 6.5 out of 10, somewhere around there. Lasted a couple of days in bedroom, so about 32 hours, because like I said, in the bedroom, I don't keep them on 24 hours. I turn them off 8 hours for when we sleep, so it was about 32 hours. I have maybe repurchased, but it does kind of come back often. But I mean, not really often, because 3 years ago is not really often. Even though it does come back a lot, so if you consider 3 years often, but I mean, if it would come back in another 3 years, that's not really, 3 years is quite a while away. So I mean, if I didn't buy any more, I won't have any more for another 3 years if it doesn't come back for 3 years. But if they stick to the rules and they don't bring it back for 5 years, it may be 5 years. But you know they don't always stick to those rules, so it could come back sooner. Bring back my bar anyway. Yeah, I haven't completely decided. I might pick up another bar or two of this, just because I do really like it. I wouldn't mind to have one just to throw in the warmers here and there, so that is a possible repurchase anyway. I still haven't quite decided. Next we have Simply Cinnamon, which is warm, spicy, classic, rich, purely cinnamon. Okay, on cold, I like this, but it wasn't, I liked it on cold, but on warm, I really ended up liking this. The longer it went, the more I liked this, and I just really liked it, and it was kind of unique, I feel. It wasn't exactly like any other cinnamon we have. It wasn't real strong. It wasn't a red hot cinnamon. It wasn't completely a bakery cinnamon either. It was a little bit of a almost earthy cinnamon, but it almost had like a little bit of like a herbaliness to it. Almost like there's some like a herbal sage a little bit in here, kind of. Maybe not sage necessarily, but some kind of herbal scent going on with this cinnamon. Almost like a herbal cinnamon, maybe. I don't know, but I really liked it. So I have this going in the master bedroom, master bath. I did the whole bar. Started on a Monday, ended on a Thursday. Monday evening through Thursday evening. I wasn't sure at first if I loved it on cold. It was just kind of okay. Okay, yeah, also, yeah, now I remember. Glad I looked at my notes. See, you remember things. I wasn't sure when I first put in the warmers, but the end of the first day, I really started to enjoy this. It was a different cinnamon, slightly herbally cinnamon, sagey maybe. Brad got Bengay out of this. He said he smelled Bengay. I did not smell Bengay out of this. He said, what smells like Bengay in here? And I said, this is simply cinnamon. But I just got some kind of like herbal cinnamon. I liked it though. Let's see. I said maybe repurchase. It was about 7 to 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, and it was about 2 days. I couldn't smell that much when I took it out on the second or third day. Yeah, when I took it out, well, almost fourth day, because Monday through Thursday, so almost 4 days. But yeah, it was probably more like 2 days or so, 2 to 3, but that's with my warmers turned off at night in the bedroom. But yeah, it's just kind of different. It's not like any other cinnamon we have, I don't feel like. So I may want to purchase 1 or 2 more bars of these to have on hand. All right, then last for the bars that I probably will repurchase is Woolly Slippers. Woolly Slippers is sugared lavender, marshmallow, and vanilla. This was really nice. Yeah, this is such a pretty scent. So good. So I get lavender, marshmallow, and vanilla, all 3 of those things. Yeah. I feel like the lavender came out a little bit more on warm. And I just love the marshmallow and the vanilla in here though. It was so good. The marshmallow and vanilla is the best part in here, but that lavender mixed in with that is so good. Because there's, what do we have? Lavender, or lavender vanilla? Not lavender vanilla. Whipped vanilla lavender, right? Yes, whipped vanilla lavender. I love that one. That has a good vanilla and lavender, but this has marshmallow, so that's a little bit of the difference. Plus, I feel like the lavender in this, the only thing I didn't like about this was the lavender in this kind of came off, the lavender that I was smelling that came through, which I feel like it did kind of come through fairly a little bit more than I would have preferred it to, but the lavender did kind of come off a little soapy lavender. Kind of like Provence lavender. Provence lavender was a little bit on the soapy lavender side, and I prefer more herbally lavender. And I wasn't a super huge fan of Provence lavender. I tend to prefer like whipped vanilla lavender and some of the French lavender. I feel like I like the more herbally lavenders and the soapy lavenders. So I feel like this leaned a little bit on the soapy lavender side. But because of that marshmallow and vanilla, it creamed it out and made it nice though. That lavender, I feel like I kind of wish it was toned down just a little bit in here. It kind of came out a little bit more than I wanted it to because of that soapiness too, I think. I'm like, ooh, that little bit of a soapy lavender is kind of peeking out a little bit. But I still really liked it. Still really good. It just does remind me of Bath & Body Works, is it lavender marshmallow or marshmallow lavender, whichever one. But I feel like the lavender is a little bit stronger in here than it is in the Bath & Body Works candle. I feel like that one is even more marshmallowy and vanilla-y with a little bit of lavender, but the lavender is a little bit stronger in this than I think in the Bath & Body Works scent. But it's still really good. So good, I loved it, so pretty. The marshmallow is so good in here. Yeah, I think I definitely want to get 1 or 2 more bars to have on hand because it was really good. So I did this in the half bath upstairs, 3 cubes. I started on a Tuesday evening, took it out on a Thursday evening. I have really nice marshmallow, vanilla, and lavender. So pretty. It's calming because of the lavender. Similar to Bath & Body Works Lavender Marshmallow, but I think there is a little more lavender in this. It was 8 out of 10, so it was fairly strong. Still going on day 2. So yeah, I can still smell it. Day 2, with the door closed. Yeah, and I have to repurchase this, yes, because at first I thought maybe I don't need to have any more, but I thought, no, I think I want to get at least 1 or 2 to have on hand. So yeah. All right, and the last 3. These are 3 that definitely repurchase, possibly clove. I still am going through these. I know I want to repurchase at least 1 or 2 bars, and then I think one of them, possibly 2 for sure. I'm still going back with my club because I'm trying to be so strict about my club. I will decide after this, but these are very definitely possibly club contenders on at least 2 of them, maybe 3. Okay, first we have Lily of the Valley. This is fresh and green white lily. So I wasn't for sure about this. I liked it on cold, but when I warmed this, it was beautiful. Yeah, I love this one. This was so pretty. I really, really like this. The fresh and green white lily. I mean, yeah. Lily of the Valley. It's just that floral, so good. It's such a pretty floral scent. Get a little bit of the floral, the greenness in there, but it's not too much. It's not a real strong heady. It's not overly heady white floral like gonna blow you out of the house, give you a migraine. At least I don't think, unless you're really, really sensitive to florals, then maybe it might give you a migraine, but I think this is a pretty subtle floral that's not too much. So if like florals are too much for you, I think you might like this because it's not overly too much. But I like florals, and even the strongest, headiest white floral I can really like, but this was, it was pretty, just so pretty. It wasn't quite super strong. But yeah, you could really smell it at the same time, but it was just, the scent itself was a little more calm. Yeah, really, really pretty. So good, very good spring scent, Easter time, all that stuff, really good. So I have here, let's see, Lily Valley was going to the downstairs bathroom, 3 cubes. Put it on a Monday evening, took it out on a Tuesday evening. And I'll tell you why in a second. Nice, subtle lily scent. Pretty light floral, but not too much. Just right and beautiful. Would recommend and would repurchase, and now possibly club, because I'll tell you in a second here. So it lasted 2 days. It didn't last real long. I will say I put it on there Monday evening, and then 24 hours later, 5 o'clock Monday evening, 24 hours later, 5 o'clock on Tuesday evening. I had that going the whole time. I didn't turn the warmers off. It was a lot lighter. I can still smell, but it died down some. I think I probably could have left it in another day, but I thought, you know, it's kind of a lot lighter than it was. But that first day and then that whole next day, it was smelling so good when I came home. I just changed it out because I was trying to get through scents and stuff, and it wasn't super long lasting, but the 24 hours was just so good though. So good. Yeah. Would repurchase this. Because the reason I possibly am clubbing it, because I keep thinking about this scent. I keep thinking about it. It's one of those scents that I keep thinking about how much I liked it and how much I want to warm it again. And I do have 5 cubes left, but I'm thinking I think I want more. I don't know for sure about clubbing. I put it in the possible club pile, but like, I don't know. I have Disney's Happily Ever After, Cinderella Happily Ever After here in my club. This one, it's kind of the same pretty floral like this, except this has Gardenia Forget Me Not Frosted Lemon. Yeah, it's not the same. This is definitely more Lily of the Valley. This is Gardenia like, so it's not the same type of floral. But it's a pretty forest, very pretty, not too strong over the top. That's kind of how this was too. So I'm like, do I need to have 2 of those kind of same type of kind of florals? But even though they're not the same, but they're kind of, you know, do I need 2 of those in my club? I don't know. Maybe I'll warm through this before the end of January and then I'll decide. But I really like that, loved it. All right. And number 2 is Thunderstorm. Refreshing, sharp, spicy outdoor fragrance like the breeze in a storm. So I've had this before and it was good and still good. Still as good as I remember it. This was also out in Bring Back My Bar back in 2022, I think January 2022 when Banana Nut Bread was out. So again, hadn't been 5 years, but they put it back anyway. Not that I'm complaining because I love this scent, so I'm glad it came back. I'm glad we were able to get it back before the 5 years because I didn't have my club. I have 1 bar left, but yeah, it's so good. To me, this is like greens and florals and rain. It's like you get the florals. There is for sure florals in here. So if you're really not a floral person, this may be not your favorite, but it's got some other stuff in there too. It's got like the green grass, it's got the rain, wet kind of a smell. It's not just 100% floral. Some people say rose. I could see that. I could see some rose in there, but I don't know if it's just exactly rose to me. I can maybe get even like maybe hydrangea or something else maybe in there with the rose kind of too. Yeah, there's some other florals in there. It's just kind of some different florals. And then definitely the green grass. And I love green scents, so you know if it's got green grass, there's a high chance I'm probably gonna like it. And this got a grass in there for sure with the florals. Yeah, but then you do get like a wet rain smell as well in here. Yeah, it's like the rain, it's like the grass and the florals when it rains, and then just the outdoorsiness. Ah, it's so good. I really like this one. It's very fresh. I really like it. So I had this going in the master bedroom, master bath. I did the whole bar. Started on a Tuesday evening, took it out on a Thursday evening. I had loved this bar. Such a gorgeous, fresh green, fresh outdoorsy rain, slightly floral scent. More than slightly floral, but it's definitely floral in there. For sure get green grass type of scent. Rain, fresh outdoorsiness. Before, during, and even after a storm. Slight bit of floral. Yeah, there's more than a slight bit. There's a little more than a slight bit of floral in there, I think. It's definitely floral in there. Yeah, some say rose, but I think I might get some other stuff as well. It was about a 7.5 out of 10. Could have veered up to like almost an 8 out of 10. This was pretty strong for me. Lasted 2 days, so yeah. When again, that's 2 days in the bedroom, so it was 32 hours because minus the 8 hours we slept. Maybe could have went a little bit longer, but it was fairly done by the time I took it out on the second day. So it's not a real long laster, but it's so good when it's going. So the question is, I definitely want to get at least, I have one other bar now besides this, but I definitely want to get at least a couple more bars, but don't want to club it. I can't believe I'm even debating that because I kept thinking, gosh, why can't this come back so I can put it back in my club? And now I'm sitting there thinking, should I put it in my club? Only because I'm being super strict in my club, like I said. You just can't put everything in your club because it gets so big, and then you do what I do, and then you just keep pushing out your club because it's so big. And it always seems to come out when you've spent a lot of money on other things, and then here comes this $200-some club, and you're like, let me just push that out 2 months because I don't want to get it right now. And then another 2 months. I'm like, why even have a club if you just keep pushing it out? I've said that before, so I don't know. But if I didn't have as much in there, I probably would go ahead and get it because it wouldn't be that much. It would only be like maybe $100 or something. I don't know. Yeah. So we'll see. I'll decide by the end of January what I'm going to do. I'll probably end up putting it in my club. I'll freak out. Put it in my club. All right, and then my last one, my favorite one. This was the same on my cold sniff. The last two, I think, were the same in my cold sniffs as they are my warm. Orange clove pomander. Ginger, clove, and vanilla. Yeah, I love this one. And this was so good. Yeah. This is such a good mixture of that ginger, clove, and vanilla. Yeah, I get clove more than some ginger, but ginger is in there. Yeah, there is ginger in there, but it's a little more clove than ginger. But the vanilla is so good in here that it really creams it all out. There's not much orange. Like, it's called orange clove pomander, but it's not what you typically think of when you think of orange clove pomander. It's not real spicy, and it's not really orange. I don't really get much orange really at all, to be honest. So if you're wanting like a pure orange clove pomander scent, you may be disappointed, but it's still a really good scent though. So good. It's just ginger, clove, and vanilla. That vanilla really creams it out. And there's almost a little bakeryness in there. And on warm, I kept thinking, what does this remind me of? It's reminding me of something I said on Cold Sniff that I thought it kind of reminded me of Cozy Fireside. And I think that's only because of the ginger, because Cozy Fireside has ginger as well, but so I think that ginger in here is a little bit similar to the ginger in Cozy Fireside, but Cozy Fire, it has cinnamon stuff. It's more stronger. It's way spicier than this is. This isn't spicy like that at all. But I'm like, what does this remind me of? What does this remind me of? And then I'm like, Bright Cider Life. It reminds me of Bright Cider Life, because Bright Cider Life has those kind of it's got pumpkin. I have it here in the pot, so I was going to compare it. It says spiced harvest cider, pumpkin, and red apple. So there's no pumpkin in here, but it has that. It could be a little of the same kind of qualities of some pumpkin. But it's also got that vanilla bakery, and Bright Cider Life had that kind of a bakery, pumpkin-y bakery vanilla thing to it. And let me smell. Yeah, it's got that kind of a little bit of a scent to it as well. Yeah, but this has ginger. There's no ginger in Bright Cider Life, but then you don't get no apple in the ginger clove, orange clove pomander. But it's got that same kind of a bakery, vanilla, pumpkin-y kind of a scent to it. Yeah, it's a little similar to Bright Cider Life. So if you like Bright Cider Life, I think you're gonna like this. It's not exactly like that, but it's got a little bit of qualities to it. It just kind of reminded me of that a little bit. There's qualities of that in here for sure. So yeah, which I'm fine with because I don't have any more Bright Cider Life. So that's probably why I like it so much, because I love Bright Cider Life. And I don't have any Bright Cider Life except for those pods. So I had 2 cubes left in one bar, and I warmed through them last month, I think it was. And I loved it. So now I'm glad that this is back, because now I can get more, and I'm probably going to club this one. This is probably the one I know for sure I'm going to club. I'm going to put one of these. I got to put this in my club. I just have to. Yeah, it's going in my club. So I don't know if I want to get more of these, a couple more. I might get a couple more and then put in my club too, because I just like this one so much. So yeah, that's orange clove pomander. That was my fave. So yeah, we'll see on the, that's for sure a club. We'll see about the Thunderstorm. Can't believe I'm even debating that still. And then the Lily of the Valley. And then all the rest I already told you about, that those other 3 that I think I want to get more of, and the rest, the majority of them were ones that I really liked them, but just, I don't need any more. But I'm really glad I got them. I enjoyed them. I recommend them. And then there was just a few at the beginning that there was only like 3 that I didn't really like and I wouldn't get again. So yeah, at least there wasn't a whole bunch that I had to really debate on clubbing or getting more of. But again, like I said, I'm trying not to purchase a whole bunch. So that's my thoughts on the January 2025 Bring Back My Bar. These will be available January 1st on our website or your consultant's website. And then you can purchase them, club them, whatever. They'll be available the whole month of January. So make sure if you love any of them, you put them in your club, because after January, they'll be gone. May not be back for 3 to 5 years, whatever they decide. If they stick with the rules and bring them back 5 years, or maybe they might bring them back in 3 years. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in our next video. Bye.